Hey. So this is journal flip through number 50. It's been a long time, so for anyone new, this is where I go over movies I've watched and whether I like them and would want to watch them or keep them or if they sucked. And almost nobody watches these videos, so if you don't want to watch, I completely understand because they're kind of boring and only interested to someone who lives vicariously through movies and TV shows. And here's Fancy Pants Chance. For all you weird cat people out there. Huh? There's your cat fix. I know, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. One more rollover. Meow. Meow. Okay. Okay, so first thing on this page. This is some candy that I tried. I hate wafer cookies, and then I had tried this one brand of wafer cookie, and now I loved it so much that I started ordering it online because I can't find it locally. And it's an imported brand, so usually when I'd buy it to get to the free shipping mark, because you know how I do it, I'd order some candies I hadn't tried, and so this is one of the ones I bought, and it was shit. It was one of the shittiest candies I've had yet. So, what is it? Le Specialita Italiane hard-filled candy red apple with cinnamon. Yeah, it was like, the picture makes it like it oozes, has an oozy inside, but it doesn't. It was like, you know, candy when it gets really old, hard candy, and it starts to get that chewy gummy feeling. That's what was in the inside of this. And I couldn't taste Fuji apple, I tasted just cinnamon. So, yeah, this was a terrible, terrible candy. And I checked the expiration date and it was still good. So, it had no excuse for being so terrible. I think Mangini, I'll never order anything from the Mangini brand ever again. Every candy I've ever gotten with that brand, it's been terrible. Okay. Some cheap beer that I tried. It was actually pretty good for cheap beer. Doctor Strange, 2016, zero cringe face, zero eye roll. It was okay. It was an okay movie. I like Benedict Cumberbatch. Um, you know, I'm just not into Marvel and DC movies as much as some folks. I wrote that I wasn't sure that I'd watch it again, so maybe for background noise, but it wasn't something that I was like, yes, this is the best, because I wasn't feeling it. Apparently, I was not feeling it. I don't know, maybe it's because ninjas. It's so dumb to say this because I swear ninjas come into play with most Marvel and DC movies. So it's just, I only want to watch ninjas when they're giant turtles, apparently, because I have a hard time watching them in like human form. So yeah, I'm not sure I'd watch this again, but it's a very popular movie, so clearly I am the minority in this opinion. This is a vellum quote that I got from Bonnie. It says, "Nothing ventured, nothing gained." This is some washi that came from Rebecca. Dollar Tree sticker, Band-Aid sticker from my dad. Dollar Tree sticker, D-Stash sticker. Next movie I watched was Turning Red, came out in 2022. Zero crunch face, zero eye roll. I did not love this movie. As someone who watches kid movies, like, it sucked. And I'm sorry for everyone who loved this movie, but it sucked. And, it sucked for me. It sucked for me. And I wrote that the audio in this movie was absolute shit. That it sounded like they did the entire audio, like they recorded the entire audio of the movie in an empty room. because there was that echo. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't watch this again. Again, maybe for background noise, but it's not something I endeavor to own. So, there's that. The next movie, I wrote this on an envelope flap that came from Rebecca, was Jungle Cruise. Came out in 2021, Zero Country Face, Zero Eye Roll. See, I watched this movie July 3rd of 23, so I'm way behind on journal flips. I just kept forgetting to do them. And then I didn't want to make videos for a while until now, and so here we are. I thought it was okay. And as someone who loves children's movies, I said that the curse in this movie kind of felt really childish. So, it's a wonder that something feels too childish, but apparently the curse in this movie made it just too childish for me. I wrote that I'd watch it again. I did not write if I'd want to own it, but I wrote that I'd watch it again. This is a sticker from Annie, and Dollar Tree sticker right there at the top. And this is a beautifully decorated junk mail envelope flip out that Annie made. And I'll leave her YouTube name in the description box below if you're curious. If you love shabby chic and vintage, she is your girl. And junk journal, she is your girl. So, I just have some things in this front pocket. This a customer gave to me because I was doing a fucking great job. And then this is a cab card that Annie made. And then this is a note that Karen has sent along with a little swap that we had done. I sure hope Karen's okay. She was ScrappyKsue here on YouTube, but I haven't seen any videos from her for a very long time. And I know her health wasn't super amazing, so I just hope she's okay. She was one of my first YouTube-y friends, and I like watching her card videos, and so there's that. Next movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania 2023. I always say the year the movie was released because if you watch as many movies as I do, there's a lot of movies with the same titles, so I like to give you the year. Zero Crunch Face, Zero Eye Roll. I like this movie better than I thought I would like it. The start of it was kind of funky for me, but it ended strong. I do find it inconceivable that they would have been able to win the war, or beat the bad guy, shall I say, but they did. I wouldn't mind having this movie. It was good for me. And part of it is probably because I'm biased and I love Paul Rudd like a lot because he's a super good guy in real life as well as in his movies. So yeah, I'm probably biased to this movie mainly because of Paul Rudd. Next movie, Free Guy, came out in 2021. Zero Cringe Face, Zero Eye Roll. I didn't feel this movie was as good as it was hyped up to be by everyone in the movieverse. Was it different? Yes, it was a different kind of take on the movie. I was having, this is gonna sound weird, but I was having trouble transporting myself. You know, like you can transport yourself in a book, you can visualize yourself there. I was having a lot of trouble in this movie, and it just didn't seem believable to me. I know it's a work of fiction, but there's got to be some believability to me, and which is a little bit hypocritical now that I think about what I just said, but I don't know. It wasn't for me. Would I watch it again? Maybe for background noise. Would I want to own it? Probably not. Probably not. Okay. Down here, I have a stamp off an envelope, a doily, a piece of paper with my name on it that I apparently got wet, a foam letter U from a Target alphabet set, and that's what was left over. So I glued a U in, and some broken pearl bow parts. I glue all my garbage into my junk journal, or things that I just don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with it. I glue it in my junk journal, and that way I'm using it and it's not being thrown away. You know? So here's a little envelope. I don't know who this came from, and I apologize if you recognize it. Shout it out. I just don't remember, and I'm so sorry. Inside, I have this little insert thing. Here's a snowman sticker from my dad, from Doc Stuffins. This was a book that I had read. It was Ruth. Oh my goodness. Drowning Ruth by Christina Schwartz. This was one of the suckiest books I've read in a long time. Would I recommend reading it? I'd, probably not. I don't care that Oprah Winfrey thought it was a great book. But, yeah, it just, ooh. The plot was shit. Not only did you have like 4 different characters in the book, but between those 4 characters, or with all those 4 characters, you were being taken from the past to the present to the future. In all 4 characters. And it was really, like, it was the type of book where you had to be awake to try and keep up with what the fuck was going on. And even then, the plot was just shit. And there was a lot of things where they didn't really resolve, shall I say. And so would I recommend reading that book? No. God, that was a bad book. Sorry, Christina. Okay. What's my time? 12 minutes. Shall I do this page? Next movie is Snow White and the Huntsman. I wrote it on a Dollar Tree sticker. This is some glitter tape. It came off of a package from someone whom I do not know. A Temu Puss in Boots sticker. And then this is an envelope I got from someone, maybe from Annie. I'm not faux show on it. Probably from Annie. Alright, so Snow White and the Huntsman. This movie came out in 2012. And, I had actually seen it before. And I don't remember liking it. But sometimes, after years have gone by, if I rewatch something, or I've watched something over and over again, a lot of times I can understand the plot better, or follow the plot, or appreciate the plot better than I did when I just watched it that one time. And I'd picked this movie up at the thrift store, and so I rewatched it, and lo and behold, now I loved it. Before I didn't like it, now I loved it. Did I write? Oh, 0 cringe face, 1 eye roll. Wonder what the eye roll was for. I don't know. Kristen Stewart does a lot of eye rolly things, so I'm sure it had to do with Kristen Stewart because she's one big eye roll. But yeah, I love this movie now, and I have it, so keeping it. Would I recommend watching it? Yes. I think they did a pretty good job with all the videography and scene building, and I mean, I watched the director's cut and the behind the scenes, and they really did a phenomenal job on this movie. So yes, I would recommend watching this movie. Next movie, The Quiet Girl. Oh yes. All right, so this movie was in another language. I like this movie. The ending? Oh, I forgot to say. The Quiet Girl came out in 2022. 0 cringe face, 0 eye roll. There were some English parts, but it was like half and half, some English, and then I forget what the other language was, maybe French. I really like this movie. The ending sucked for me though. They really left me wanting more or wanting a different ending. The ending was just it left you with not so good feelings. And so, would I recommend watching this movie? Yes. Would I buy it? Probably not, because the ending sucked. This is a D-Stash post-it. Disney. This is a acetate sticker that I got from my dad. What does it say? Flittery. The sticker says flittery. What that means, I don't know. This is a little die cut from Bev. Here is another beautiful cab card. I just stuck these in here because they were too beautiful to do anything with. You know, I didn't want to harm them in any way, so they are just here for me to look at when I so choose. And then here's another thing from Annie. It's like a fold-out envelope. And I'm running over my time, so maybe I'll stop there. Ooh, this next movie, one of my favorites this year. Or maybe it was last year. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. One of my favorites last year. Alright, so I'll be back with number 51. And thanks for watching. Talk to you later, and adios.